Hello, I'm Bartling, and I certainly hope that you and yours are taking advantage of today and enjoying a sunnier, warmer day. Well, the older I am, the more that I think. And I'm thinking of how we, you and me, and others that you know of, how we create opportunity. One way might be by being enterprising. Enterprising. Now, I don't mean enterprise like the Starship Enterprise. Enterprising. To be enterprising is to keep your eyes open and your mind active. It's to be skilled enough, confident enough, creative enough, and disciplined enough to seize opportunities that present themselves, regardless of the situation that you might be in or the situation that maybe the economy as a whole is in. A person with an enterprising attitude says to themselves, find out what you can before you take action. Do your homework. Do the research. Be prepared and be resourceful. Do all that you can in preparation of what's to come. Now, enterprising people see the future in the present. Enterprising people always find a way to take advantage of a situation and not be burdened by it. And enterprising people aren't lazy. They don't wait for opportunities to come to them. They go after the opportunity. Enterprising means always finding a way to keep yourself actively working towards your ambition and your dream. Here's some examples of people that had that ambition and those dreams. And folks, we benefited from them. How about James Cash? James Cash Penney. We may know him as J.C. Penney. During the Depression, J.C. Penney had this vision of the department store, the catalog, the whole thing as we know it. J.C. Penney. Now, J.C. Penney, like some others, such as Walt Disney, Ray Kroc, the founder of McDonald's. They were enterprising enough that they saw the situation and they took advantage of an asset to help them to start on their enterprise. That asset you may have, and I know I have. That asset is called life insurance. It's not called death insurance. You see, it's life insurance. It has a value, a living value, that when the need is there, when the enterprise calls for it, it delivers. You see, those gentlemen use the living value, what we call the cash value of their policy, to help them. That was the seed money that they used on those different enterprising. Now, they didn't have to go to a banker. They didn't have to tell the insurance company why. All they had to do was say, I want my living value, the cash value. Please send it to me. And the insurance company did that exact thing. Enterprise is two things. First, creativity. You need creativity to see what's out there and to shape it to your advantage. You need creativity to look at the world a little different than others. You bet. You need creativity to take a different approach, and to be different. Now, what goes hand in hand with the creativity of enterprise is the second requirement. It's also a C word. Courage. Courage to be creative. You need courage to see things differently. Courage to take a different approach. And courage sometimes to stand alone if you have to. Courage to choose activity over inactivity. Do something. And lastly, enterprising means feeling good enough about yourself, having enough self-worth to want to seek the advantages and opportunities that's going to make a difference in your future. They see the future in the present. And by doing so, that's going to increase their confidence, courage, creativity, and self-worth. That enterprising nature. I admire my kids, my son Justin, with the enterprising and creativity that he has, and my daughter-in-law with the creativity that they have and the enterprising attitude. An enterprising person, for example, is one who comes across a pile of scrap metal and sees the elements of making a wonderful sculpture. Folks, we have a gentleman that did that very, very thing. That gentleman's name is John Lopez. John Lopez is from Lemon, South Dakota, north of us here, not too far from the North Dakota state line. And maybe you've heard of the movie The Revenant, and there's a particular scene where the main character gets attacked by a grizzly bear. Well, that was up on the Grand River, not too far from John's ranch. And growing up in the culture of the outdoors, of the ranches, of the community, of the ranch people, he had this dream, and he applied those elements of enterprise and then started to make these sculptures from scrap metal. Now, I've been fortunate enough to see, there's one over here at the Fish and Wildlife, right here in Rapid City. There's another one that is over at a restaurant here in Rapid City. We have downtown here, Rapid City, a whole street upon street upon street of all the presidents of the United States, both living and deceased. John Lopez did the statue of John F. Kennedy, and it includes John. At our airport, there is a John Lopez statue that they have there. And in a little town nestled in the Black Hills, Hill City, there is a statue there. Each one of them are so beautiful, folks, that you just got to take your time to go through and see how he did this and how he welds these together to make this beautiful, beautiful sculpture that they have. Each in their own particular story for us to learn. Are you enterprising? Who do you know to encourage that is enterprising? Because remember, folks, we're in this together. And I'm rooting for you. Yes, I am. Because we're in this together. And Blessed are they who ease the pain of misfortune, for they shall be called insurance agents. Take care.